It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Weber. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Javon Hargrave. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Weber. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Penny, a 1st down carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Big Dumbo! Big Dumbo!
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A handoff to Penny. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the... They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Weber. And his throw is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Weber. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know you feel that. Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas. Watch 85.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Powers ahead at the 45. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dumps that off to Petty as running back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weber. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Give him 30 yards there. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. It doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Weber. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Weber. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
To throw is Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Detroit!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Weber. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Weber. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense aiming for, they tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And an alley to run. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin with a run by Penny. Space to maneuver at the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now look at
Operating from the gun. Weber buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Weber. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A final shot before break. Weber. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Back to throw. Weber. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weber. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Weber bursts by him near the 35. Going right side here, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Looking to throw. Weber dancing to his left, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing right, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Weber. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might. Wear the defense down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
14, running.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Flush to his right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Seattle, Washington. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position. On second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.